Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing great. Dear children, today we are going to discuss about the shoot system. So, let's get started. As we all know that shoot means the stem. The stem of the tree is known as trunk. Most of the trunks are covered with a tough outer layer called the bark. And children, you can see the bark of the tree here. This bark protects the inner part of the tree. Children, we all know that stem is the main part of a plant that grows above the soil, and it consists of leaves, flowers, and fruits. There are other parts also present in the stem. Let us just discuss about those parts. What are buds? Children, the small outgrowths on the stem of a plant are called buds. I repeat, the small outgrowths on the stem of a plant are called buds. Children, there are two types of buds, apical and axillary bud. What are apical buds? Children, they are also known as terminal buds, and they are present at the top of the shoot, and it is responsible for the upward growth of the plant. As you can see in the picture, this is the apical bud, and they are also known as terminal bud, and they are responsible for the upward growth of the plant. Another kind of bud is axillary bud. Children, they are found between the stem and the leaf stalk, as you can see in the picture. Axillary bud give rise to many branches of the plant. And children, axillary bud are also known as lateral buds. So children, I think now you will be able to differentiate between apical and axillary bud. Another uh, term which we are going to introduce here is node. Do you know what are nodes? Children, the part of the stem where a leaf arises is known as node. You can see in the picture, this is the node. Children, stem has nodes from which leaves or new buds arise. And the region between two nodes, this one is known as internode. The space between two nodes is known as internode. I hope now it is clear to you all. Just look at this picture, children. You can clearly see the nodes and internodes, and also you can clearly identify the apical bud and the axillary buds. Children, now let us discuss about the modification of stem. Dear children, stem are modified to perform various functions, and one by one we will discuss about these modifications. First, let us discuss about the storage of food. Children, in some plants, stem stores food. For example, in ginger, onion, and potato, they develop underground. They become thick and fleshy due to the storage of food. And we also eat these underground stems. So, one modification of stem is storage of food, and we eat these stems like potato, onion, and ginger because they store food inside them. Another modification of stem is to prepare food. Children, as we all know that there are certain plants like cactus which do not have leaves. So in cactus, the stem is green and fleshy, and stem only prepares the food by the process of photosynthesis. And this stem also stores water. So we can say that cactus stem can easily prepare the food because it has chlorophyll and also it stores water. Another modification of stem is for defense, children. You all know that there are certain stems which have spines on them or thorns on them. Plants like all the citrus plants and bougainvillea flower plant, the buds in the stem are modified into hard, sharp, and pointed structure called spines or thorns. Also, maybe in the form of hard and sharp prickles, as in rose stem. And children, this protects them from being eaten by animals. So, this is how the thorns and spines protect these plants from being eaten by animals. Okay, now another modification of stem is for support. Children, in some plants like bottle gourd, grapevine, the stem is weak. They have thread like coil thin structure which are known as tendrils. Just look at this picture. These are the tendrils which arise from the stem that coil around the trees to give support to the stem, and that is how they climb up. So these are some of the modifications in STEM. I hope you will remember all these points. So children, today we have discussed about the modification of the STEM also. It is modified to store food, to prepare food, for defense, and also for support. Now, let us discuss about some of the functions of the STEM. Children, first of all, we all know that the stem holds the plant erect or upright. That is very important. And it bears leaves, flowers, and fruits. So this is one of the most important function of stem. Okay, and stem also carries water and minerals from the soil to different parts of the plant through special tubes called as xylem, and stem also carries food prepared in leaves to different parts of the plant through special tube called as phloem. So I hope you will remember this, that stem gives support and also helps in conduction, like it carries water through special tube called xylem, and it carries food prepared in the leaves to different parts of the plant through special tube called phloem. Okay, children. So this was about the function of the stem. Okay, children. Stem helps in conduction of water and minerals absorbed by the roots of the plant, and it also conducts prepared food from the leaves to various parts of the plant, such as root, stem, and fruits. So stem helps in conduction in two ways. Like it also conducts food as well as water. There is one activity here, children. uh, what you need to do is, this is an activity to show that water rises through the stem. Okay, so what you need to do is, you need to take a glass and fill it one third with water, add few drops of ink to the water. Now take one flower along with the stem, maybe a light colored flower. Cut the base of the stem and put it in the glass of water having ink. You have to observe it. The next day, you will see that the color of flower will change. So, this experiment shows that water rises through stem. I hope you will perform this activity at home, and also you will love this activity. You can share your observations in the class. Children, There are some questions which you can just answer orally. Right? What are the difference between apical and axillary bud? Then differentiate between nodes and internodes. Explain phone modification of stems, and also the function of stem, and what is the difference between xylem and phloem. So that's all for the day, children. Thank you so much. Have a good day.